product universe here. Donald Trump is known for his say it like it is attitude and colorful language where he communicates any type of opinion or statement. This is a classic example of this, where he says it like it is, right to Jeb Bush and in the lobbyist faces at the 2016 primary debate. This is a must-watch classic.
On Monday, George W. Bush will campaign in South Carolina for his brother. As you said tonight, and you've often said, the Iraq War and your opposition to it was a sign of your good judgment. In 2008, in an interview with Wolf Blitzer talking about President George W. Bush's conduct of the war, you said you were surprised that Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi didn't try to impeach him. You said, quote, which personally I think would have been a wonderful thing, close quote. When you were asked what you meant by that, you said, for the war. For the war. He lied. He got us into the war with lies. Do you still believe President Bush should have been impeached?
First of all, I have to say, as a businessman, I get along with everybody. I have business all over the world. I know so many of the people in the audience. And by the way, I'm a self-funder. I have my wife and I have my son. That's all I have. I don't have this. So let me just tell you, I get along with everybody, which is my obligation to my company, to myself, etc. Obviously, the war in Iraq was a big, fat mistake, all right? Now, you can take it any way you want, and it took Jeb Bush, if you remember at the beginning of his announcement, when he announced for president, took him 5 days. He went back. It was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Took him 5 days before his people told him what to say, and he ultimately said it was a mistake. The war in Iraq, we spent $2 trillion, thousands of lives. We don't even have it. Iran is taking over Iraq with the second largest oil reserves in the world. Obviously, it was a mistake. So George Bush made a mistake. We can make mistakes, but that one was a beauty. We should have never been in Iraq. We have destabilized the Middle East.
But so you still think he should be impeached?
I think it's my turn, isn't it?
You do whatever you want. You call it whatever you want. I want to tell you, they lied.
Okay.
They said there were weapons of mass destruction. There were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass destruction.
All right. Governor Bush. When a member on the stage's brother gets attacked, the brother gets to respond.
I get to do it 5 or 6 times or just once responding to that? So here's the deal. I'm sick and tired of Barack Obama blaming my brother for all of the problems that he's had. And frankly, I could care less about the insults that Donald Trump gives to me. It's blood sport for him. He enjoys it, and I'm glad he's happy about it. But I am sick and tired of him going after my family. My dad is the greatest man alive in my mind. And while Donald Trump was building a reality TV show, my brother was building a security apparatus to keep us safe, and I'm proud of what he did. And he's had the gall to go after my mother.
The World Trade Center came down during your brother's reign. Remember that.
Hold on.
Let me finish this. Had the gall to go after my mother.
That's not keeping us
I won
safe.
The lottery when I was born 63 years ago and looked up and I saw my mom. My mom is the strongest woman I know.
She should be running.
This is not about my family or his family.
Okay.
This is about the South Carolina families that need someone to be a commander-in-chief that can lead.
Governor,
I'm that person.
I just want to say, at least on behalf of me and my family, I thank God all the time that it was George W. Bush in the White House on 9/11 and not Al Gore. I think you can look back in hindsight and say a couple things, but he kept us safe. And not only did he keep us safe, but no matter what you want to say about weapons of mass destruction, Saddam Hussein was in violation of UN resolutions, an open violation, and the world wouldn't do anything about it. And George W. Bush enforced what the international community refused to do. And again, he kept us safe, and I am forever grateful to what he did for this country.
How did he keep us safe when the World Trade Center came down? I lost hundreds of friends. The World Trade Center came down during the reign of George Bush. He kept us safe. That's not safe. That is not safe, Marco.
All right.
That is not safe.
The World Trade Center came down because Bill Clinton didn't kill Osama bin Laden when he had the chance to kill him.
And George Bush had the chance. By the way, George Bush had the chance also, and he didn't listen to the advice of his CIA.
All right, Dr. Carson, we have We have a cleansing.
I'm not going to invite Donald Trump to the rally in Charleston on Monday afternoon.
I don't want to
My brother's
go.
coming to speak.
Yeah.
I'm rescinding the invitation. I thought you might want to come, but I guess not.
All right. Well, Dr. Carson, I've got a question now for you. A moment of pause here.
In this exchange, Donald Trump totally just said it like it is. Jeb Bush was trying to say that his brother was such a great president and that he kept the world safe. Donald Trump did not agree with this take, as he believed that the war in Iraq was a huge mistake, as there were no weapons of mass destruction, and since there were no weapons of mass destruction, it was a huge mistake. As well, there was a powerful moment when Marco Rubio agreed with Jeb Bush that George W. Bush kept the world safe, and Donald Trump so clearly stated that under his reign, the World Trade Center tragically came down, and that he personally lost hundreds of great friends and associates in that terrible tragedy. This exchange shows that Donald Trump is not beholden to being politically correct, but that he is obligated to be honest and tell it the way it is. He may have upset people with his tone and what he said, but he is not afraid to be direct with the American people. This video was an example of classic 2016 Donald Trump, and since then, he has so clearly evolved. But the fact that he wasn't afraid to be non politically correct is admirable, because America needs someone to be upfront and direct about what is going on. But that's just my 2 cents, and you're entitled to your 2 cents. If you enjoyed this informational and educational video, then give the video a like and turn on my channel notifications so that you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and God bless America.